Yeah, I felt so badly for them. All right. So just making sure I've got wheels and all kinds of fun things here. But welcome to all of our Grow friends. Come on in, join us for the live or for the replay. Let us know who's here. And I just realized I forgot to set my thing up so I can actually see who's arriving. So I'll do that while we're chatting here. Just do it kind of on the fly. I'm so happy that Jason and Brandon could both make it. Jennifer is going to be here a little bit later for, I think we're going to do like a bonus live with Jennifer when she's able to pop on. But for now, we have two members here who have been here from the very beginning of Grow. You guys have been both just such great supporters and being a part of our events and welcoming people to the group. So feel very fortunate to have you in the group and here with me today. So thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely. Thanks.
All right. So Jason, I'm just going to run with you since you jumped on here first. And just I'm honored to have Jason.garrison here with Liberty Mutual. So Jason, I'm just going to let you take it away and just share what you do.
Oh, thanks for the pressure. I should have expected that from you. I guess it's better than Mike. So anyway,
I know you've got your spiel down. I know it.
so I am a full service insurance agent. I cover every spectrum of insurance that you can think of, from personal lines, commercial lines, life insurance, investment accounts, outdoor fun toys, boats, motorcycles, all that fun stuff. So I am a one-stop shop. And I also offer other companies besides Liberty. So when I shop people's insurance, I actually shop them for the best possible rates in every possible carrier that we can.
I think that's really good to know because so often people do make an assumption that you only provide insurance with the company that you're with Liberty Mutual. So that's really good to know. And I always like hearing about all of the different things that you can insure. I mean, talking about like Apple Watches, but it's important, right? Just these things that kind of seem little, but they really add up. And the value of having that additional insurance is really, really helpful.
Yeah, I mean, like the smartwatches is a big deal. If you get a smartwatch through your provider, you're usually paying like $10 a month minimum for insurance. We can turn around and write you an insurance policy for the whole year for $35.
Oh my
So
God.
if it breaks, you lose it, you get reimbursed. We
Yeah.
also have cell phone coverage the same way through our homeowners and our renters policies. It's like $60 for the year. We actually had an old employee drop her phone in Lake Erie.
Oh,
She called in, she put a claim in, and within 36 hours, she had the money for a new phone.
oh, that's fabulous. And I know, and what I love is that you provide the same level of care and time with people, whether they are insuring something small like that, or if it's something bigger like a home or a car or something. I've seen you working with people and like with our friend Carrie, providing her with pet insurance and all of these things that I'm sure for you aren't a huge value, but you take all of the care in the world. And I know people really appreciate that.
Yeah, for me, it's not so much about the sell or that. It's about the experience for people, making sure that they're covered the right way and they feel good about what they're doing. I go to the point that even if their current insurance is better than what I can provide, I let them know. It's not just about a sell. It's experience. It's the friendship. It's the trust that I try to build with all my clients.
Yeah, I love it. Well, speak of the devil, Sabrina has joined us. Sabrina, your what's the saying? Your ears must have been burning or something because we were just talking about you before before we came on here. We're all feeling so bad for what you went through with you and Amy and the flooding of your building. But it looked like you guys got it under control really quickly. So hopefully things will be up and running soon. And I'm seeing great sales on certain very fun products out there, Sabrina. So thank you. And NJ Oliveri has joined us too. NJ is new to the Grow group, but she's terrific. So happy to have her here. NJ, Jason is the person I was telling you about. And Allison Pantelli is joining us. Allison used to be here in Buffalo. She's more Boston now, I think.
Thanks,
But
Boston. Yeah.
yeah, we're missing you very much, Allison. And Sabrina just said, thanks, you guys. Love you guys. We love you too. And we're wishing you all the best. So back to Jason. Jason, the man.
Yes. Yes.
So what prompted you to get into this line of work?
It was actually dumb luck, to be honest.
How so?
I had a good friend of mine that was working for Liberty, and I had a failing business at the time, and she asked me if I was interested, and I said sure. And then I didn't think it was going to last because I had to go back to school and get licensed and stuff, and me and school just don't mix. But once I got into it and I started helping people, it was like, yeah, this is something I want to do. Again, it's all about the experience and helping people. For years, I was in banking and I was in collections, so I was always the bad guy, right? Even my business, I owned a collection agency, so I was the bad guy. So
well, and you kind of have with the bald head, the goatee, you could have a scary guy persona too if we didn't know you were such a teddy bear.
There it is. There's the teddy bear comment. There it is. That's why I got a tattoo of a teddy bear.
Really?
Yeah, I have a bear tattoo.
Is it showable?
It's up here somewhere.
Okay.
But being the good guy finally, it feels good. Just helping people. Making sure everybody's good. It's just, I don't know. I like to make people feel good now.
Yeah.
And it's just a different aspect of my life.
Yeah. Now I know you've reached just every year higher levels of success within your organization. I know you just hit a really big point in your work just for this past year. What do you attribute to your success?
Oh man, grinding, just looking for anybody that I can help. Whether it's doing events with Grow, we've done some with Grow, whether it's going to a pet shelter and offering pet insurance, whether it's going to a car dealership and helping out the dealers with their cars or mortgage brokers. It's just finding everybody that I can help. The more people I help, the better I feel. And if I know that people are protected the right way, then I sleep better at night.
Oh, I love it. Well, what's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
So the best way is actually my cell phone.
And we'll post it up there. What's that number?
716-909-9330.
Okay.
Either that, email me, or find me on social media. I'm on every single platform. So I am not hard to find. I am a big dude. So, you pull up any social media, you're going to find me.
Okay. And I do have a lot of that information, so I am going to post it here in the group. And as we always do with our member spotlights, we make sure it's all here on the Facebook post, and then we'll send out a member spotlight email. And I think do another Facebook post. We're a little bit behind, but we're going to catch up on that and make sure all of that information gets out there.
It's Mike Anderson's fault, isn't it?
Poor guy. He just does everything.
Hey, he started this fight with us yesterday, so I had to throw a dig in.
I saw. Absolutely.
He's a great guy. That's my buddy. He's a great.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, is there anything in particular that you're really excited about in the new year, with it being January and everything?
There are some big changes that are coming. I can't really talk about them yet.
Okay.
They're in the works. But I'm really excited to see what happens come April 1st. I can just say that.
Okay.
Some exciting things, some fun things, some new opportunities. So yeah, that's what I'm pretty excited about right now.
Ooh, okay.
I know,
All right.
mystery. I love it. It's all
No
about mystery.
kidding. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be all waiting with bated breath to hear all about it. And we had a few more comments come in. Karen Sharp Price, so good to have you here. Karen's an amazing career coach. Yes, Allison is in Boston. And NJ said, love your passion and wanting to help people so much, Jason.garrison. Congrats on your accomplishments. Yeah, you are. You're really just killing it in this work and just helping so many people, and we all appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
And then, like I mentioned earlier, Jason, I know you've got other stuff going on. So if you have to pop off, you're welcome to, or stay as long as you'd like. Okay. Because the next wonderful person I'm so excited to introduce is Brandon Hills. Brandon, you and I got to know each other. Was it through Grow initially, maybe a couple of
Yep.
years ago? Yeah, it seems like I've
Yep.
known
Through
you for
Grill.
so long now, but it's just been a couple of years, and then we had some BNI connections going on that way, and I think again, you're another person that's offering such a valuable service to people. So would you share the work that you do?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You were my BNI sponsor, by the way. So, so yeah, I'm a web accessibility consultant with Precision Accessibility. So I basically help businesses ensure that their content is accessible by people with disabilities. It's helped safeguard the businesses against lawsuits. It's a form of a discrimination lawsuit that happens. It's really big in New York. Last year, there's 62% of the lawsuits were in New York. Just in
Really?
November, there was 311. I don't have the December numbers figured in, but up to November, there was over 1,300 lawsuits. And that's only the lawsuits. That's only what actually makes it to court. There's a whole bunch of settlements that'll happen. And Alyssa Gross can probably tell you about those, because some of her clients will get the nasty grams from the attorneys that are saying, hey, there's a problem with your site, and we got a client that they had a problem, and we don't want this to go to court. So why don't we figure this out between ourselves so we don't have to? And there's a lot. For 2020, it was estimated for the country, 265,000 of those kind of letters went out. So it's a lot of businesses being affected with, several $1,000 settlement. So usually that, if they don't fix the problem, it can just happen again and again and again. It happens to everyone across the board, from e-commerce to medical to colleges. It's all over the place. As far as the lawsuits, it's mainly though in consumer goods. So anyone in e-commerce now is really in danger. It used to be more lodging. That's kind of how I got into it. Was the big focus was there, but
what do you see? Are there a few different issues that you see being most common that people are doing in their websites that they shouldn't be doing, and maybe not even realizing that they're doing?
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to just the modern web development and design model. People either build their own sites, or they'll get like a WordPress site made, and a lot of the problems are kind of built into those systems. The coding's really bad. It causes a lot of problems. So when I'm doing an audit, there's a lot of things in there that I got to go digging for, and I find the same things over and over again with those. But that's just kind of because of the trend in websites that's just cropped up more and more. But there's some other things that are easy to fix. There'll be, the images on a website all need to have an appropriate alternative text, so that people that are blind or low vision can see what's there, but understand what the content is.
Yeah.
And so e-commerce, that affects really bad because of, they're either purchasing a product, or they can't get the same information for, say, a sale. Maybe there was the marketing department spent all this time making a great banner, but it's just a picture that someone that's blind has no idea what the promo code is for your sale. So now you're discriminating against people that can't see with getting a discount. And so that's where the lawsuits come from. So there's several common things I see all the time, but it just, it really varies on the type of site of who's mainly affected with which type of problem. So
Sure. Now, do you find people mainly come to you? I mean, are people being smart and coming to you when they're putting their websites together and being like, go through an audit with me? Or are you finding more people coming to you like, I got a letter, what do I do?
Yeah, it's definitely reactionary. That's a difference in my service is I'm proactive versus my competition is reactive. So I've got a letter, I'm getting sued, I need help. And then they've got court costs involved. You need expert testimony in court. You need to provide documents and an audit for them to have in court case. Where my model is to address it before it gets to that point, and it saves so much money between lawyers and just all the prep work for court stuff, and then the court's ordering them to get it done, so there's a time limit. So it's typically reactionary. People get a letter, they're afraid, and they need help in that way. I'd love to help them out before it becomes a problem. I feel like Jason a little bit, where it's like, hey, I'm trying to help you out before you get in a really big mess. But there are some folks that do kind of see the writing on the wall, and they're like, hey, it's a minimal investment to what can happen to us. So it's a mixed bag, but majority of the people don't really think about it until they get hit. And I think a lot of it's they just don't know that it's an actual thing. So
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think the more that people hear from people like you that, and people want to do the right thing, right? People want to be socially responsible, but sometimes they're just not aware. I know you helped me. You looked at my website, pointed out a couple of things. I'm actually going to be completely redoing my website. So this year, when I do that, I'm definitely going to be consulting with you to make sure that everything is the way it should be, because it's just little things that a
yeah.
person who does not have those those issues that they don't even think about, and we want to make it right. So really appreciate that there are people like you out there. um it really is important. So how do you primarily get the word out about your services?
I have really just focused on networking, word of mouth, referrals. So in Grow, I must admit I haven't been present in a lot of Grow lately because I got in the BNI thing, and so that takes up a lot of my time now. So a lot of Grow members are in BNI, so it's almost like
Absolutely.
I don't. It's double duty. So but yeah, word of mouth, networking. I don't do too much on social media just because I'm terrible at it. But I have had a couple inquiries come through because of it, so I can't write that off totally. But a lot of great referrals through BNI, and just with connecting with people, getting the word out that way. So
Yeah, yeah. And I know we've just casually discussed this a few times. We really need to get a date on the calendar to have you do a workshop for Grow, so people are made more aware of these different concerns, and really to make sure that they're presenting themselves online the right way. So
yes, especially with the focus with New York being the main. I mean, we were competing with California for a couple months, but November came in and just slammed with the holiday shopping rush and everything. We went from like 72 lawsuits to, like I said, 311 that month, and it just spiked. And so we took the win, unfortunately,
yeah.
for 2021. So
Oh, yeah, that's not good, but it'll wake up people, that's for sure.
mhm. Yeah, that's over 1,000. It's probably closer to 1,500 once the December numbers are figured in. 1,500 New York businesses that are now in litigation, facing a court-ordered uh, repair their website. It's called remediation, but fixing all these problems. So now they got to hire someone like me, except now they got to pay the attorneys. They got to
Yeah.
get someone going to court. The court's going to look it over and say yes or no, rather than just get it done before. So
Yeah.
it can drag a business right down. So
Yeah, nobody needs that, especially our community here, whether it's BNI or Grow, we're small businesses for the most part. So,
mhm, mhm.
there's not usually a whole lot of extra cash to be dealing with lawsuits and that sort of thing. That's
Right,
for
right.
sure. Unless they have great insurance through Jason.
Yeah. And it's also, I mean, I always talk about the lawsuit side, but there is, you know, if there's products and services being offered, there also is a great opportunity for return on investment. It shrinks this, you know, if you're only providing like local services, it's usually not as prevalent. Probably more so in Buffalo than where I'm at, over near Corning, but it there is that aspect. So if you're offering services nationwide, then you've got an actual like millions of untapped customer pool that you can be reaching with it as well. So there is also that avenue to go. So
yeah, a really good point. That makes a lot of sense. And NJ made a comment. I completely agree. You are awesome, Brandon Hills, as I've got to know you. You do an amazing service for those with disabilities and help. And Steve Umstead joined us, another man that we all know and love in the Buffalo area. Yeah, I know you do, Jason. I know you.
That's my buddy.
Yeah, you have a lot of buddies.
I do have a lot of buddies.
A lot of good guys. Absolutely. Well, both of you, thank you so much. Oh, Brandon, I didn't ask you, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
yeah, cell phone here too, 607-228-7392. Call or text, or my email's there, but it's long and people type it wrong a lot of time, but that's
I'll put it up there.
accessibility.com. Either one, you'll get me. So
Okay, good. As soon as we're done, I'll update the post with both of your contact information. So people will have that. Again, you guys just provide such a great service. And now I'm just going to speak really briefly about some events that we have coming up, and then we'll spin the wheel for our next week's member spotlights. A lot of things coming up in the works, a lot of things that we're excited about, especially with springtime coming and hopefully COVID numbers going down again. We've canceled some of our in-person events. Just it's been tough the last couple of months, but we're looking forward to opening those up again and doing our monthly nonprofit networking events. But we always have our Monday kickoffs, kicking off the week, 3 Mondays. Well, now with COVID, 4 Mondays a month. We are doing virtual 10 o'clock in the morning. We had a really fun speed networking event last Monday. Of just this week, actually. Time goes by so fast. But next week we have Kathy Lanzalaco coming in to share with us some inspiration. Then we'll go into our networking. Next Thursday, we've got a workshop called Taskmaster, Increasing Productivity. I think we can all use that kind of help. I know I certainly can. We've got book club coming up February 1st. We've been reading a great book about Giannis, the wonderful NBA player for the Milwaukee Bucks. Great story of rags to riches from a young boy in Greece with a lot of disadvantages making his way. And it's just a great story and great lessons for all of us, whether personally or as business owners. And in March, we're doing The High Five Habit by Mel Robbins. So we'll have some good discussions going on around those books. We've also got some quarterly workshops coming up, some larger in-person workshops that are run by Dale Carnegie about growing our businesses. So that's going to be new and exciting. We'll have a lot of good information coming up about that as well. So that's kind of a taste of what's happening in Grow. And let me pull the wheel up. We'll pick next week's winners. And anyone who's on here, we're going to be back probably in about 20 minutes because I believe Jennifer, our third member spotlighted person, is going to be popping on, and we may come back on for a fun bonus live. So can you guys see that? Yeah, okay, here we go. I have no sound. Are you not hearing sound either?
No, you have to share it with the sound, remember?
Yeah, I know. I thought I did. All right. Laura Ott. Oh my God. Laura is a fabulous therapist. Be excited to speak with her. I'm going to stop the share here and see if that is what I did.
Liz will be so upset with you if you don't have sound.
I do have the sound on. That's so bizarre. Huh. Well, I guess we're going to go quietly today. So we've got Laura as our first person. Taryn Bunn, another terrific person. She provides digital signage, and it's really interesting the things that you can do with signs in your businesses just digitally. So it'll be fun to hear about her business and the work that they do. And then our third person is Bengal Grill. I know Mike knows a lot more about this because I've seen some pictures of him dining there. So for those people, we'll be getting in touch with you, letting you know, inviting you to be here next Thursday. So it'll be every week. I look forward to this. We always have really interesting businesses and people here. And it's such a small community. I feel like I really enjoy that. I usually know, or at least have some connection to the people that are there. So it's fun to have some commonality there. But guys, thank you again. Thank you so much for coming on and joining me this morning and sharing a bit about your business. I think the world of both of you, and I wish you both an amazing 2022.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, guys, take care.
See you later.
Bye.